My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. Alright, now look! Yes, I've run this party before, but I also really don't want to lose a bunch more people to the Viscount. Like, come on, can you blame me? So we've got Alien Renders here in the front line, primarily here because Alien Renders holds prismatic coagulation. That extra bleed resist is particularly powerful here. For the same reason, Carpi is going to be holding a bleed amulet rather than the typical, which would have been a bleed die. So we get 10% less bleed chance, but we have a 30% differential in bleed resist, right? Because the other one has -10 to bleed resist and it has +20. So, okay, that could put us in a reasonable position. Rito up here in the back line with the natural eye, on guard, unyielding as a Vestal, and then Mystara, who hot to trot as well as natural swing is kind of actually super useful. Also having bolster in the final combat is particularly relevant. All right, that's going to be our party. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Brett, you need to remove lethargy. That's like, that just has to happen. Aiden Plus, you've got the Fear of Eldritch now, which needs to be removed. But now I haven't taken you out in long enough for you to have anything locked in. Ballon? No. Okay, holder. I may as well remove Stress Eater. I don't want to lock Patricia in there because she has the Crimson Curse. Nothing I want to lock in or out there either. Neither. Bonvin? Neither. Raz? Woo, okay. I think we're starting to get down to people I really don't even care about changing at all. Rord, what's your max HP? Minimal. I'm going to lock in tough just to give you a little bit more maximum HP. Alright. Looks good to me. Let's make sure that there's nothing we're missing. No, those are all garbage. It would be remiss of me not to guarantee this. Now, sure, we are taking Alien Renders in with a little bit of stress already pre-applied. That's not great. I'm readily willing to admit. I'll unlock turn back time there especially. That's not great, but it's Alien Renders with the Prismatic Coagulation as well as 10% extra damage from Paranomania. Or it's Patricia who has Dipsomania. Now, Dipsomania is particularly relevant and bad in the courtyard because the courtyard has those wine crates that you need. The wine crates you need to interact with using a shovel so that you can get the firewood so that you can rest. If a Dipsomatic finds them, they are likely to drink it, which is awful and doesn't get you the ability to rest. So I'm kind of locked into not being able to take Patricia for that particular reason. All right, yeah, no, I think we're kind of set. More feud, no, 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 no. All right, yeah, all garbage. Great. Really glad that I don't have a difficult decision to make there. Yep. So everyone has their right trinkets. Yes. I was considering changing the focus ring for the Ancestor's Signet ring on Carpi, but actually that's probably still correct. Yeah. So we're lowering Carpi's crit, but that 10% protection could be really important over the course of this dungeon. So it's worth keeping that in mind. Take a bunch of food. Take a bunch of shovels because I'm going to need to create campfires. Take all of the bandages. Take a single stack of torches for interactables and accuracy boosts before battle. Take 2 stacks of holy water because that's particularly relevant in here as well. Skeleton keys literally aren't at all, right? Take 1 stack of medicinal herbs. 1 stack of anti-venom. And another stack of anti-venom. Rather be safe than sorry. Okay. Speaking of safe than sorry, that's the double check for you right there. Alright. Time to go. The Viscount has set the table. Time to go for a feast. Now, just in case I haven't mentioned this recently, the modus operandi for these episodes in particular... Damn it, I know in general the directions I need to go, but ugh. Okay. The modus operandi for these episodes in particular is that we... check downwards. Don't want that yet. Is that I've done these before, so I don't really care about using a map or not using a map. Like, if my memory was better, or if I wanted to go back and watch my own videos on this prior, I would just have the map already, so it doesn't really matter to me at all. And also that, because these episodes could go ridiculously long otherwise, these episodes are capped at 30 minutes, so I tend to just cut it off there and start a new episode. Mystara has a lot of stress. I did not think Mystara had that much stress. Okay. Woo! Stunning. Great. Good work, Rita. $88 on copy to hit there. I hate that we don't have full accuracy. 29! Courtesan in the back line. 29. Ugh. And she did get Midnight Minuet off. That's really frustrating.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That Midnight Minuet is like a bunch of extra speed. Yeah, plus 30% damage, plus 5 speed on these characters. If they use non-damaging abilities, then I am totally fine with this. The Thirst is a reasonable damaging ability. Misses though, hell yes. I'm gonna start getting on top of the stress heal. I would rather be on top of that than it be on top of me. And that's a dead manservant. Mystara gets blood gathered. All right, that's a really good battle for us.
Destroy them all.
This could have been a lot worse. One of the big reasons that I wanted to take Alien Renders out on this mission is not only because of the prismatic coagulation, so the extra bleed resist, it's lovely, it's great, it's good, it's really helpful, and it's thankful, and I'm very pleased that we got it. Or rather, I'm very thankful that we have it. But also, as I stall for time as I remember my point, double crit, stress heal on the character that needed it, thank you. But also, a lot of the enemies in this area have protection, and that protection is not good.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Not good for us trying to kill them all. It contributes negatively towards that. The blood. I must have the blood. There you go. Slake your thirst, bud. Oh gosh, I thought it wasn't gonna scout for a second, and I was like, no, really? How'd that happen? That's right, that's the octave I get to when I'm confused. I think it's down from here. Not entirely certain. Okay, there's our first cask. I'm gonna get my first firewood. Don't know if I'm gonna use it yet, but... Really? So Paranomania makes you interact with that. I knew that Paranomania was gonna have some interactions in this area. I was just hoping that it wouldn't have interactions with specifically the wine cask. Which it looks like it doesn't, which is nice. Oh, wow, there's a secret room already. Okay. Wild. It'd have to be like a Vestal for me to care. Please, good heroes, free me. There, you get freed. Teleport back to base. Catch you around, bud. Oh, 2 Chevalier. That's really, really bad. We need to focus fire one of them at the very least. 10 to 20, rolls 13. That's not great. I'm going to stun a manservant here to move a Chevalier forwards, who I will then be able to stun in the future with future ramparts. But also that Chevalier is now going to have more difficulty, damn it, providing guard. Yikes. Very glad to have dodged that. I'm gonna go for the split. The first roll's on copy, managed to hit, unfortunately, so that means that character is going to stay alive for a little bit longer. Hitting that stun on the manservant, nice. Frees us to actually try and go for this Chevalier now with the shield breaker, and that's not enough, but it does. Okay, cool. That's enough.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
The previous attack wasn't enough. It would have had the Chevalier take one more turn, and 2 Chevaliers taking actions in a row is terrifying,
Reeling,
because that can happen.
About to break.
Gibbering Entourage. That's a defense, right? Guard. Oh, wow. It's guarding everything.
The slow
Wild.
death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I'm going to use that attack because it can't be guarded, and it breaks the guard. And the manservant is already dead, so I just need to break the guard so that I can have other characters stun the Chevalier. Yell at him as well. Nice. Giant debuffs there on the Chevalier. Gotta go for the stress heal, though.
The blood quickens.
Stress and obviously direct also. Yeah, it's 8. 8 on the bleed, right? Yeah, no, you're fine. You're dead. I'll roll the possibility of this stun here. Yeah, it was like a 50%, but worth taking the opportunity there.
A death by inches.
Subterranean skill rolls on copy. Please don't bleed. It does manage to. Despite the fact that I reworked my strategy specifically so I could avoid being bled like that. I mean, you know. It's good to see that that paid off. Okay.
Singular strike.
Nice, we can get an extra round out here, and we'll probably need it for some extra healing. Yeah, that one's not so useful. Thanks for trying, though, bud. Someone has to end the enemy.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yields a key. There's our
Finding
yellow
the
key.
stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
6 anti-venom. Lame. Alright. Just gonna completely bail on this path now. And go back to... I believe the yellow is up in this area. Just generally. So until I have a map up. I'm not going to talk about the map, obviously, but... I'm more than happy to use it for direction. Yeah, I was correct, by the way. Great. Disarming that literally prevents us from... I mean, it literally is true in the circumstance. Prevents us from having a fight. Which is literally a godsend. That one's just to annoy pedants. The amount of times that I've heard, oh, well, actually, no, you don't mean literally. Hey, of course I don't. I'm using it for hyperbolic purposes. I'm using it to demonstrate a point. Language is used like that. What are you doing? Why is this the hill on which you want to die? Good lord. Although I understand choosing a hill that you want to die on, you know, grammatically. I chose fewer and less. The reason I chose that is because it is so meager as to not make a difference in anyone's life ever. But it allows me to piss off my boyfriend. So, you know, anytime he says less and means fewer, I have the easiest response. Fewer. And then, like, just, I pause the conversation for a second, say fewer, he smirks, and then we continue the conversation. It's playfully done, naturally. All right. Go temptation. I do want to kind of just straight up, remove a character that hasn't acted yet. It's efficient in terms of the action economy.
Confluence of skill and purpose.
Since the Insatiable Ghoul is going to be up for a bunch more rounds, that's 19 damage I just got to kick in there, which is pretty reasonable. Wow! Disease resist. I mean, since you've got the Crimson Curse, you can't get diseased, but getting the worries there would have been awful, so I'm very pleased that turned out how it did. Thirst rolls on Rito. Rito gets crit by the Thirst. Does not pick up Crimson Curse, though. Oh, a lot of stress across the party. I think I'll actually rest in the next opportunity to do so. Nice crit. That was a, like, 30% chance of a stun there. Ooh, nice crit there, Rito. I did that because Rito needed the self-heal anyway, so... may as well, 2 birds, 1 stone, etc. Great. Insatiable Ghoul is now absolutely dead.
Momentary abatement.
Kill him.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Alright, this will help us free up a little bit of our inventory as well.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
So we'll go tactics, weapons practice. I'm thinking every rose has its thorns as well at the end there. Oh, cool. There are nighttime ambushes here. I didn't think those could happen. Oh, well. I mean, it could have been shuffled significantly worse for us. Puncture will actually break that guard, which is nice. No, I'm going to have Mystara actually stand at the back and defend. Damn. That dodge really sucks.
The ground quakes.
Rend rolls on Alien Renders, who gets rendered. All right. Almost rectified the party positioning. Good lord. Let's not have that one happen again. That's a manservant down. Great. I'm also going to use a holy water here in order to increase our bleed resist, because it would be mortifying if we lost the character here.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
So it is. I'll elect to stun the Chevalier here, as well as pump the light a little bit there. Yeah, so we take the stress, but I'd rather take the stress than lose characters. I know, I'm just like that. Good crit, Alien Renders. 50-50 on those crits now, by the way. Nice work, Copy. See, that's why I thought the rest of the stress was going to be relatively easy to disband here, and that's because we are now critting like absolute powerhouses. Copy now being in the back line does not have access to the bleeding abilities, so instead we'll be using Stress Heal. Whoa, yes. Stun, please? Damn. Howl across the party. Whoa, yes, that's exactly what I was about to ask for. Apparently I need not. Alright. That's some serious stress reduction we managed to manage there.
A devastating blow.
Cool. Insatiable Ghoul is dead whenever it tries to act. It'll probably try to act earlier than our Vestal.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Should be up and across. Get another campfire for later. No one has enough stress for me to bother wasting a holy water on that, especially considering wow, another. I mean, we've got 3 battles at least until we use another one of those. Let's gate. Pop that one open. Okay. Whew. We are off to where? Do I care about Crimson Court trinkets? I'm gonna go with like a harsh no on that one. Okay, so we go across and up. Ease. Whew. Good lord. Yeah, I might just take another campfire here. Hoard them for later on. Yeah, I do just want to remove a target from the field as soon as possible. So. Rather than split the damage there. Especially because I'm splitting it with a character that I'm actually kind of fine leaving alive. Damn, really wanted to hit that. Raging Slight rolls on Mastara. Hits the mark. That's unfortunate. We'll stun the Manservant in response, but we're going to have trouble with his Chevalier now. 12 to 23. Rolls 12. Subterranean skill misses. That's nice. We're set up for a really good harvest at the start of the next round if Carpi happens to act first. Oh! That's so good! 2 targets dead. 22. That's actually high on that damage table. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go for the party heal here. Just try and keep our characters topped off so the Chevalier can't do anything stupid.
This is how a life is taken.
Well, fewer stupid things they can do. Buried Blast, rolls on 2 of our characters. Doesn't manage to stun either, right? Stress heal time. Yep, because the backliner is going down in this round anyway, and then I'm just going to toy with the Supplicant for a little bit here. Like, I'll still damage them, but I'm going to use every other action that I can do. In the meantime, Copy gets hit and takes nothing. Nice. That's some pretty minimal stress across the party. We'll go for a kill.
Eradicated.
And land it with ease.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
2 more battles. Woo! Oh, crit one of them as well. Nice. That target's not yet dead, so if I can land a stun on that target before their turn, that would be really good. Nope. And they're going to go for the heal. They do manage to connect. They will heal. That's really unfortunate for us. Okay. Picking up a lot of marks here. Ah, damn it. If we could have landed that stun, that could have been really, really, really helpful. Okay, we'll just immediately take one of them off the field there.
Inspiration and improvement.
Stunning that manservant is now the kill on that target. They have no way to heal. Oh, damn, that's a lot of damage on a manservant. Okay, they are 1 from dead. Come on. Nope. Don't thirst. They thirst. Miss. They did miss. All right, they're dead. So we have 1 manservant left on the field. Refined Palette had to crit, did it? Cool. That's a lot of stress. I'm going to purposefully go for targets that are already dead so I can try and eke out some stress healing here. Nice. That manservant is dead in 2 rounds to their bleed, so we have 2 more rounds of stress healing and healing. If you don't take all of these available opportunities to get these kinds of things, you will just... Oh, attrition will just run rampant over you. Okay, if I can get a... Bellow off. Nice, we've got the debuff. That's really good. So now we might get more actions next turn before the manservant dies to their bleed.
Abatement.
And there's nothing else to get, so I'll roll the highest crit character for some stress heal across the party, and it does work out.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
So using a torch there, I didn't have the inventory space for it, but it just gives you +3 accuracy for your next battle, so may as well. I definitely don't need to be carrying around another campfire right now. I did forget that there actually may be not only mists, but also barricades like that. That could... Don't you... I was gonna loot that for food. Paranomania. Ugh. 100% activation chance. Oh, okay. Well, never let it be said that I am not a generous sort. I'm even gonna move back a couple spaces, incurring a little bit of stress in order to free a musketeer. It's possible that I actually... All right, you should be done. Cool. It's possible that I actually bring them on board. We did take a musketeer and a novelist recently. They have better abilities. I can't say what'll happen, you know. Damn. Cute. It's not exactly how I wanted that one to go down. Can't use 2 torches, can't stack their effects. Take out the courtesan immediately. It's our job. That's enough. That'll do it. All right. Neither of them crit, but we still got the 2-attack kill there. It's pretty good. Go for the stun on the Insatiable Ghoul, because if that fails, I need the next one to succeed. This is very important. We stun you. Nice. $11 to 22. Cool roll. I'm going to go for the stress heal, just because if we have a character stressed out in this dungeon, it is going to be awful. stun again. Hey, we managed to hit it. Good. It's a whole extra round for us. Oh, yeah. And it looks like we're going to have everything under control for the next round as well. Great.
Beyond one's limits.
4 to 7 rolls to 4. Good. Ooh, gets dodged. Rito, get ducked. That sounded really rude. I actually meant ducked.
Their cursed
Good lord.
champion falls. This expedition at least promises success.
Does it now? Oh, yeah, figured. Tetanus! See, alien renders, here's the problem. -5 accuracy, -5 crit is. But alien renders will immediately not have that anymore if we get Crimson Cursed. So I am looking forward to getting Crimson Cursed. Which shouldn't be a thing. But it is. Signed Rhapsody. Sorry, it's a whole thing. Okay, Esquire's almost dead. Getting an early action from Carpi next round kills that Esquire, as well as does some damage to the Manservant. Skewering Repartee is unfortunate, but did I really have the ability to move them out of position? I don't think I did. Nice attempt to riposte there. Enraging Slight rolls on Carpi for 2 damage as well as 15 stress. That's unfortunate. Doesn't manage to move though. Rib Cracker for the motion backwards. That is definitely not good for us. Oh, great. Taking that target out so that we can't get Skewering Repartee again. Alright. I'm gonna start damage against the other target. This Manservant is gonna die to Carpi's that, as well as bleeding over 2 turns. Knew that was gonna happen. Slice Off. It's called Slice Off. I keep thinking Harvest, but Harvest is obviously AoE. Slice Off is obviously direct. That just makes sense. Come on, copy. Nah.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Copy not acting next there was actually a little bit tragic. Not very, but a little
A
bit.
moment of
I
respite.
might...
A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
I might just do the same thing as I did last time and tempt fate to... Yeah, tempt fate to ambush me. Ooh, very easy ambush right there. And not a bad shuffle at all. Come on, let me get that harvest. Let me get that. Let me get that. Hey, there we go. Alien Renders picks up Crimson Curse, and have a look at this. No more tetanus. That's how it works, right? You become a vampire, you no longer have tetanus. I'm gonna yell at him. Okay, we managed to slow one down at least. Ooh, Copy goes next. And Sycophant now has exactly 1 action until they're dead. They now have exactly 0 actions until they're dead. Bombing run rolls on Rito. I mean, sure, it messed up my other turns, but that ultimately probably results in fewer actions from the enemies on us. Ooh, Deafening Wine gets dodged. That's really important because we would take a lot of stress. Gosh, we may come out of this fight better off than we entered it. That ain't supposed to be the case for a nighttime ambush.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I mean, it's all kind of just coming up Millhouse right now. Whew. Obviously, we have to focus the courtesans. Oh, courtesan 1 down already. And because it crit and didn't leave a corpse, the second courtesan... Oh my gosh. The second courtesan is now vulnerable to the slice-offs, but also to getting stunned by Rito. Ah, damn it. Doesn't manage to land it, though. But that's okay, because Mystara clears it up. So we just straight up murdered the backline there. That is really good. That was 60 damage dealt in 4 actions. Give him the old slice-a-rooney. There's 1 supplicant down already. 6 to 10, rolls 10. Well done. Gonna go for that just for the self-heal there. Look at the supplicant stun resist. 190%. There is nothing I can currently do to stun one of them. Which probably explains why I didn't go for a stun. So you definitely want to stress heal here. Could have been a better party heal. Could have been a worse party heal, though.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Hard-fought reward of a Medallion of the Outcast. Plus 2 speed, plus 35% to bleed skill chance, plus 15% to death blow resist, negative 15 to healing received. Plus 7 on accuracy and dodge for the Hellion. I've never run the Hellion with the... I think it's the War Paint of the Lioness, as well as the Mark of the Outcast. I've never run that, but because their combination bonus is plus 7 accuracy and plus 7 dodge, it's theoretically runnable. Oh gosh, this episode is ridiculously over... It's a bad thing when the episodes are over time because it gives me less time to record other episodes, which makes other videos later. That's, like, I understand that in general, more content is better. Don't worry about going over time, Rhapsody. Yeah, but it screws up my schedule. So I do have to worry about it.
Sedated.
I'm not trying to be, stingy or miserly with my time here. I do have to just prioritize things so that I can get everything done in a day. Gain possibility of the second stun. Very low though. Unfortunately, Rito does not have a possibility of hitting a second stun there. It's only because of the stun trinket on Mystara that we even have a shot. I'll kill that bleed. Insatiable Ghoul's dead now, right? Yeah.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Well, alright. Let's get up into this room before we end the episode. Because then it becomes a lot easier to say, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time.